Thanks for the questions you give us. My name is Bowen. Good afternoon. And we are Team Line. Strongly believe that we can skip class. So let's answer the question. Why you choose to skip a class instead of asking or leave? Yeah, it's good. Usually we will asking for leave, but if the teacher is very crazy, they don't allow you to asking for leave. So what can you do? Skipping class. And if the process of asking for leave is very complicated, you need to go there to take the application card, and you need to prove it that you have something to skip the class. So this is our answer for this question. Now, second question. Going to the class you choose is their responsibility. Why do you think that skipping the class is proper? Our team strongly thinks that going to the class you choose is not a responsibility, it's a right. Nobody rules that you need to go to class. Yeah, so we have right to choose that we want to go to class or not. So this question, I don't know how to answer it. The third question is, how do you evaluate the importance between the class you skip and something else? It's a theory in economics. It is opportunity cost. Yes. So the team has said that a class costs one lunchbox last week. But if you have things that you must do, it costs more than one lunchbox. Like if your parents have emergency and they are going to die, so you will go to class or go to see your parents. This is my answer. So let's see the fourth question. If skipping class doesn't influence your scores, will you still go to class? Yeah, it depends on the teacher's teaching quality. If the teacher just go into the class and fooling around and open the book, page 1, blah, 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 and you can read in at library or at home. And this is our answer. The next question, does it mean that it's properly to do it? Well, yes. We had seen many examples last week. So I don't know why you asked this question. Yes.
Objection.
Objection.
Okay.
For which question?
A few minutes ago, you mentioned that if the process of applying for the absence of the class is too complicated, you would choose to skip the class. It's proper, but I just thought that it wasn't a proper reason. Even if the process is complicated, you still need to follow the regulation. You couldn't break it. What's your reason? What's your argument?
So if the process is complicated, that you need to skip more classes to.
No, I mean that even if the process is complicated, you still need to follow it.
Why?
What?
Why?
Why? Because it's the regulation. You're the students in the College of Law. Just like it, you also need to follow the regulation. It's the most important things in this society. But the law is regulated by the lawmaker, and this regulation was erected by our university.
Okay, our teammates who want to answer.
Thank you for your comment. And but if in some circumstances, like you have an interview in the afternoon, but there is no certificate to ask for leave, like. You have no paper to ask for leave, like you have an interview. It is not about the complicated process. It is about no paper you can use to ask for skip the class.
I want to know, have you ever answered our question number 4 and number 5? It is very easy to answer, but you not answer my question straightly. You just tell me if you skipping class that does not influence your scores, will you still go to class?
Yes, we will.
It is not about influence my scores or not. It is about if the teacher is good to me and if I can learn the knowledge in the class, and if the teaching quality is good enough to let me to go to the class. It is not about the score. If you want score, it doesn't mean you can learn the thing from the class. Some class is, and you can get a high score in the class, but you can't learn anything. We come to school because we want to learn things, not for the score.
Now I want to answer the number 5. Sometimes you have free will to skip the class, right? You also have the free will to your body, right? You can choose to put on clothes or not put on clothes. And when you go outside, why you always put on your clothes to go outside? Like this question.
Can you explain what you say again? I don't exactly what do you mean.
In a simple way. Thank you.
I mean, we have free will to do something, but it doesn't mean that it's always proper, right? We have free will to our body. I can choose to not put on clothes in this class. So why I choose to put on my clothes and go to this class? Like this question.
You have said that we have the free will to skip the class, and we doesn't always skip the class.
Yeah.
So we doesn't skip the whole class. So I think that it is proper to skip the class, but doesn't skip all the class. You have just said that we doesn't skip all the class. So I think if you skip only maybe 2 or 3 class, it is proper.
Thank you for your answer. But our debate topic is it proper to skip the class? It's not skip all the class. So you admit that skipping class sometimes is proper, right? Sometimes it's not proper, right?
So the class here means the whole class or just a few class?
Yeah, that's the point. Thank you.
Thank you.
The last question we want to talk about is, you have, for example, you have free will to throw the garbage on the floor, but does it mean that it's proper to do it?
We are saying skipping class, not throwing garbage.
For example, to let you know the thing we want, to the proper we want to talk about the topic.
But throwing garbage, you will be fined by the government, and skipping class, you will be fined.
But you have free will to do that, right?
What?
You have free.
Yes, but
So
there is no law that.
proper to do it.
Or
So is it proper?
Proper.
In your appointment,
in some situation, it's proper.
So you think it's proper to throw garbage on the
I
floor?
say skipping class, not throwing garbage. Yes.
Objection. About question 2, and our team thinks that we choose the class, it's our responsibility to go. And if we skip the class, it's not called a free will, because we are destroying the promise we have done.
This is your think.
Personal opinion.
Yeah, this is your personal opinion. Our personal
So you
opinion.
think I choose the class and I don't go, okay, let's learn my business. I haven't done.
We have the right to choose our class, so we also have the right to skip the class or not.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any more?
But you choose the class means you have to go to it, right? You have the score. You have to have the score.
We have teammates.
Okay, your teammate wants to say something. I'll give you 1 more minute. Thank you.
Because we think the university education is more like a merchandise or like a service. We have paid the money to learn, so we have the choice to choose to learn, and so we don't have the responsibility to attend this. Because this is not like high school education, it's our responsibility to learn. It is university. Yes.
But in the university have many classes. You don't have to enter every class in the university, but you have to enter the class you choose. That was the point we say.
What if you choose a class, but when you enter the classroom, the professor is floating around, and what can you do?
But you still have to go to the class because that's your responsibility. You choose it. You didn't choose.
No, my
another
responsibility is just get the credits, not go to the class. Yeah.
Objection. I have want to ask for the first question. You tell us just some teachers will not disagree when you ask for a leave. Why they not ask for a leave? They want you to give them proof, like your weakness, like your important things to do. So if you do the very important thing, why you cannot give the proof? It doesn't mean. Is it mean that you just go to sleep and you just want to play the computer? So I want to know what kind of teachers will not admit and agree to ask the student for leave.
Sometimes it is a very old teacher, yeah, and they think student must be in classroom no matter what I say.
So why you don't tell the schools and why you don't just they are just broken your right?
I think this is not our our content.
Can you conclude it, please?
Any more questions? Okay, now our opinion is we strongly believe that we can skip the class. Thank you.